What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a packed Liverpool news episode, and we have some really exciting updates for you guys about the Jude Bellingham transfer saga, because Christian Falk, the Bild journalist, also broke the news that Thiago is signing for Liverpool ahead of all the Liverpool-based journalists. He has a very interesting update on Jude Bellingham. We also have an injury update on Darwin, Nunez, Joe Gomez and other very exciting and very important news as well. And also how I want to update you guys on how actually Jurgen Klopp already started rebuilding this Liverpool team, even though the biggest part of the rebuild will be in the summer transfer window, where Liverpool hopefully sign 3 or 4 really good, borderline world-class young players. But Jurgen Klopp already started building towards Liverpool's future great side, hopefully. So all of that and more will be revealed in this episode. So if you enjoy these, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and also check out my FIFA 23 gameplay channel, where I upload a lot of exciting FIFA 23 gameplay videos. Link is in the video description. And the German football expert Christian Falk, who, as I said, broke the news that Thiago is signing for Liverpool, he said this: "I heard," and I quote, "I heard that Jude Bellingham is keeping a very close eye on what Liverpool are doing at the moment. I've been told nobody should think he's a player that wouldn't go to Liverpool because of this difficult situation they are in. It's the other way around actually. Jude Bellingham loves a talent, he's actually the kind of guy who would love to go to a club where he can change their fortunes. Imagine if Jude Bellingham goes to Liverpool and he will be the guy to turn things around and make them title winners and Champions League winners again. That's what Virgil van Dijk did, that's what Fabinho did, that's what Alisson did. And they are heroes and they are Liverpool legends forever for doing that. And Jude Bellingham could follow a similar path." And Christian Falk continued, "At Liverpool he sees that the club is in need of him and that he can build something there. So that's why Liverpool remains a very interesting option for Jude Bellingham. As you see in the Premier League, they are not massively far away from the Champions League places, but it's important to note that Champions League qualification isn't a deal breaker for Bellingham. Of course, it wouldn't hurt Liverpool's chances of signing Jude Bellingham if Liverpool did qualify for the Champions League. Jurgen Klopp already mentioned in his interviews that something has to change, and it's clear when you see the positions in need of reinforcement, Liverpool needs someone like Jude Bellingham. And Jurgen Klopp already revealed that he is looking forward to a big summer with big transfers coming. He didn't reveal, of course, who those big transfers will be, but Liverpool will start working on those transfers even before the season is finished, even before Liverpool know whether they qualify for the Champions League, the Europa League or Conference League, or no European competition at all. Liverpool will already be starting groundwork on the big summer transfers that are about to happen. And Jurgen Klopp asked for a big transfer budget for the summer from the owners. I will reveal his quotes as well. Jude Bellingham is the captain at Dortmund, and if he goes to another club he might be one of the many leading talents, and at Liverpool he would be a leader from the first moment. And I think we need a new captain after Jordan Henderson's absolutely disastrous season. And I loved reading your comments about Liverpool and about Jordan Henderson in particular on my previous video that I uploaded, the Chris Pass Liverpool review video. There are plenty of twists and turns in the Jude Bellingham saga to come, but Liverpool are in pole position to sign him because of the history of the club, because of Jurgen Klopp, because of Anfield, the crowd, and because Jude Bellingham has a soft spot for Liverpool. His father, another really great guy, who is like the agent. He's the main agent of Jude Bellingham. He also has a good relationship with Jordan Henderson. Jude Bellingham himself has a good relationship with Jordan Henderson and Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I'm sure that behind the scenes Jurgen Klopp already talked with Dortmund, because remember, Klopp worked for Dortmund for 7 years, so he already knows a lot of people who currently still work at Dortmund, who used to work at Dortmund when Klopp was the manager. And I'm sure that they have talked about Jude Bellingham and about how he is behind the scenes, how he is off the pitch. And Jurgen Klopp basically urged the Liverpool owners to give him the proper funding, the proper budget to be able to rebuild Liverpool with great signings. He said, I have nothing to do with the budget. So I think we have played 5 years in a row in the Champions League. We made 3 finals in those 5 years, which is massive. And it is massive from a money point of view. We built a stand and a new training ground. And Liverpool as a club is in a really good place financially. My job is to make it 100% clear what we need from a sports point of view. And then other people are responsible for giving us the resources. He's talking about the owners. But around us, a few people are speeding up a little bit. And you cannot ignore that. You cannot ignore that other clubs are spending massive amounts of money. And it's about, still at Liverpool, it's about bringing in the right kind of players. But when other clubs are spending all around Liverpool, then Liverpool have to act and they have to spend as well. It's about bringing the right player, Jurgen Klopp said, and thank God in the world of football there are a lot of right players. Not all of them are affordable for Liverpool, not all of them would want to play for Liverpool, but there are a lot of really good players out there who would want to come to Liverpool and who are also affordable. The only reason I don't like to talk too much about it now is because there are a lot of games between now and the end of the season, a lot of games to play, and this current team is the basis for what we do now, and it was always the basis. And Jurgen Klopp basically asked the fans to support this team no matter what between now and the end of the season. Let's squeeze everything out of the rest of the season. We are probably already out of the Champions League. On paper we are not, but effectively we are. So let's focus on the Premier League. Let's try to win as many games as possible between now and the end of the season. Let's see where that takes us in the table and have a massive summer rebuild with lots of players leaving Liverpool and lots of players coming in. We don't need lots of players coming. We need quality players, the right players to come in. Jurgen Klopp said that he doesn't have a bigger say on who gets signed by Liverpool than before. He always has the same amount of opinion, the same amount of say in transfers. I cannot decide at all about money, not about one penny. So Jurgen Klopp cannot decide whether Liverpool can sign a midfielder or not in the January transfer window. If the owners say that the money is not available there, then Jurgen Klopp can't do anything. It is always the same. The old school managers, Jurgen Klopp said, maybe had the budget and maybe they could work like this, but at Liverpool it's not that way. Jurgen Klopp is not responsible for the transfers that Liverpool make. And Jurgen Klopp said, I am optimistic because when John Henry is optimistic, the owner of FSG, then I am optimistic, Jurgen Klopp said, because it is his business. I'm not involved in the search for investors, not yet. That would be funny. I did that at Dortmund once, so I can be involved in the search for investors. It's not helpful, of course, if we don't qualify for the Champions League, Jurgen Klopp said, as money always has an impact, but this cannot be that much of an impact, let me say it like this. But of course it is influential, but this is a summer where we have to be in the market, definitely. I'm sorry we cannot guarantee the Champions League at the moment, but it's not done yet. We will fight for it, so we don't have to talk about it as though it's not possible. But it is tricky and difficult, and if we qualify, it will be a late decision, I guess, Jurgen Klopp said. He's probably referring to Champions League qualification will go down to the last day or the last few weeks of the Premier League season. And Jurgen Klopp revealed we have to start doing work earlier than before we know where we will end up position-wise. So these things are clear. Now you know what we will do. Not exactly, but what we will do. We will bring in transfers. From now on, we can talk about the wonderful football we play when we play it. Yeah, I wish Liverpool played wonderful football, but this season has been a real right slog watching Liverpool. But I still enjoy it because I love this club until my death, and I will always support this club even if we get relegated to the Championship. But of course it's always more enjoyable to support Liverpool when we play wonderful football. So hopefully Liverpool will get back to playing nice football. Actually, we played wonderful football in the first half against Real Madrid, so we definitely know how to do it. But we need Darwin Nunez to be fit for that game. He will have a late fitness test for the Liverpool Wolves game tomorrow, 2 days from now on Wednesday. But hopefully Joe Gomez will be fit as well. Joe Gomez has a muscle injury, but I'm not sure which is the best partnership, Matip and Van Dijk, or Gomez and Van Dijk. We are really hoping that Konate will be back fit, because Gomez and Matip are just not at the races this season. They are not anywhere near their top class level. Konate will be also a late fitness test. I'm hearing he will have had probably almost a week full in training, so hopefully he will be fit for the Wolves game. We desperately need Konate back, because with him and Van Dijk we actually have a solid defense, I think. And it's like clockwork every season. When the season is approaching the summer transfer window, there are papers linking Real Madrid and other clubs with a transfer for Mo Salah and linking Mo Salah away from Liverpool. And actually Mo Salah's agent Rami Abbas has revealed that this talk of Salah leaving Liverpool is absolute nonsense. This was never discussed or thought about. Not qualifying to the Champions League hasn't even crossed our minds. So yes, Salah is not thinking about leaving, and his agent confirming that is really reassuring. Salah still has another 2 years left on his contract, I think, so he is here to stay. And Salah wants to win at Liverpool. He doesn't want to go anywhere else. And Jamie Redknapp on Sky Sports said that Liverpool are fragile, but they can still make the top four. And the team that played against Crystal Palace is not the best Liverpool team by a long margin. And I think Milner, Henderson and Naby Keita shouldn't be at Liverpool next season. They are the team of the past. Naby Keita because he's always injured, and also when he is fit he doesn't perform to the level that you expect him to. But it's really sad to see that Naby Keita, who we signed for £53 million, so that was a lot of money back in 2018. He signed a 5-year or 6-year contract, I don't know how much exactly, and he's leaving on a free transfer. That's a failed transfer. To lose a player for nothing when he's still only 27 years old is a failed transfer when you signed him for 53 million, which in today's money is like 75 million pounds. That's a lot of money for a midfielder. And Naby Keita hasn't performed at a consistent level. When he was tearing it up in the Bundesliga at Leipzig, he was the best midfielder in the Bundesliga. And we never saw that level consistently for in a long period of time at Liverpool. There was maybe half a season last season where he was back to his best. But other than that, he never had an extended run of games. And that's also one of the main reasons why I think he's not getting a contract extension. Jimmy Redknapp said that Liverpool's players' confidence is extremely low. They are not playing with any freedom, with any confidence, with any swagger. The clean sheet is obviously a plus against Crystal Palace, but because when you concede 5 against Real Madrid, you obviously have to dig in. But it's tough times at the moment at Liverpool. I wouldn't say it's a point gained because teams around Liverpool, like Tottenham, will think that's a good result. Liverpool dropping points, especially after the Liverpool game. Next day, Tottenham beat Chelsea 2-0 pretty convincingly. So now Tottenham are still a lot of points ahead of Liverpool, but yes, Liverpool have 2 games in hand probably, so that we can still get back closer to the top 4, but we need to win some games and quickly, starting against Wolves, because after that we play Man United at home. That will be a much tougher game. Liverpool had the odd chance against Crystal Palace, but they didn't really do enough in front of goal. Right now that's just where Liverpool are at. In the summer there has to be changes, but you can't worry about that. Liverpool's season is almost going to ride on these next 2 games, Wolves and Man United. When you identify games as a Liverpool player, they are the ones that can determine a season, especially when you are in a situation where you are a little bit fragile. Everything can turn if they win in midweek and then they beat Man United. That will give Liverpool much needed confidence, and all of a sudden the top 4 becomes a realistic ambition, which I still think Liverpool can do. Jimmy Redknapp said they've got to win these next 2 home games. They've got to find that belief and confidence at home, because a little bit will have been knocked away with that Real Madrid defeat. You can't get into the situation where you have played every single game last year, you've got to cup finals, you all of a sudden become a bad side. They are damaged, Liverpool. The confidence is low. But I still think Liverpool are capable of getting top 4 with that squad. And I agree, but the Liverpool players have to improve massively, because too many of Liverpool's big players haven't performed this season at all. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Henderson, Fabinho haven't performed really at all. Even Robertson has been much worse than usual. Even Van Dijk is not to his usual high standards. And Liverpool still have to get the best players that they can, even without top 4. Man United never had that problem buying the big players when they are struggling. without top four, even without European football. I think the owners will spend, Jamie Carragher said. I think they know what they need to do. I think if Jurgen Klopp didn't believe that, he wouldn't stay here either. I think they will, whether it's these owners or investors. They got a lot of stick, these owners, but they've backed the manager as well, and he knows that. He has never once complained about the players they've bought. What you might say is, have they bought players they really need? Did they really need Cody Gakpo right now? But players will always want to go to Liverpool. They will still be able to get the best. Jude Bellingham will look at Liverpool and look at Klopp as a viable option because of what he will bring and how much he can improve. It's not going to be easy to sign Bellingham because every club wants him, but that's the sort of player you've got to be looking for if you want to improve and start challenging again. As low as it's been for Liverpool at times, you are never that far away. You are only 1 or 2 players away from challenging again. Look at what Man United have done under Ten Hag. He has brought in a couple of players and there's a bit of belief again, and all of a sudden they are flying high. Man United were absolutely shocking last season and they are much, much better. And if they started their good form earlier, they could have been even in the title race. Fabinho is only 29, but he looks like he has gone over the edge, Jamie Redknapp said. Maybe they need to find a young defensive midfield player to fill that void, but I still feel they will get in the top 4 and that next year they will be challenging again. I think that defensive midfielder is Bajcetic. We just need to build a team around him. We need Bellingham and another running midfielder and a new centre-back like Gvardiol from Leipzig, and that would fix a lot of the Liverpool issues in my opinion. Let me know what you think about everything that we talked about in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later guys. Goodbye.